Dear friend, I will be happy to greet you for right now. We are going to study research methodology. Tugiye kwigira hamwe isomo rya research methodology. By'umwihariko tugiye kureba icyo bita synthesizing. Introduction to academic writing synthesizing. Tugiye kureba itandukaniro riri hagati ya summary, paraphrasing and synthesizing. Commonly used marking and grading criteria. Number 1, knowledge and understanding concepts. Banza ugira ubumenyi kandi usobanukirwe buri kintu cyose kijya mbere. Has the student understood the methodological concepts used or not used by the authors in the papers? Kwa ngo urabanza nk'umunyeshuri ugasobanukirwa methodology, uburyo ibintu biri gukorwa, ukamenya n'icyo umwanditsi urwo rupapuro yaragamije gukora cyangwa banditsi. Knowledge and use the literature. Kuba ufite ubumenyi kandi ukaba uzi no gukoresha literatures, inyandiko zitandukanye. Has a student shown evidence of reading core and supplementary texts? Umunyeshuri cyangwa uyu mwigishwa afite ibihamya by'aho yagiye asoma hireme bigenda byunganira imitegurire ye y'inyuguti ze n'inyandiko ze. Critical reflection or not theoretical. Critical reflection or not on theory and practice. Has the student explained and critically evaluated the pros and cons of the methodology, theory and the methods practice? The paper analyzed. Ukuvuga ngo igira ibyiyumviro byo hejuru. Ese koko theory na pratique ubifata ute, ubyumva ute? Uyu munyeshuri afite ubushobozi bwo gusobanura neza no gusuzuma intambwe ku ntambwe no kurema inyandiko mu buryo bw'amagambo ndetse no mu buryo bw'ingiro ku rupapuro yasomye akarushungura. Constructing academic discourse. Kurema inyandiko ya iri academic. Has the student structured the assignment effectively, adopted an appropriate academic style and tone, spelling, vocabulary, grammar, format, rules? What is synthesizing? Synthesizing is an important and complex skills required in academic writing. Synthesizing is an important and complex skills required in academic writing. Synthesizing involves combining ideas from a range of sources in order to group and present common ideas or arguments. It is a necessary skill used in essay, literature reviews, and other forms of academic writing. Synthesizing ni ingenzi kandi ifite ubumenyi butitse bukenewe mu kwandika inyandiko iri akademike, inyandiko yihariye itari furende, itari ya gishuti, inyandiko nyobozi. Synthesizing involves ikubiyemo ikoraniro ry'ibitekerezo bivuye mu masoko atandukanye, biba ahanini byashyizwe mu magurupe y'injyabihe, bikagaragaza ibitekerezo rusange n'urujyano rwabyo. Ni ukuvuga ngo ni ubumenyi bukenewe cyane gukoreshwa mu mabarwa, mu nyandiko, literature reviews, mu bitabo byerekana inkuru y'uko inkuru y'uko byagenze, and the other form of academic writing, ndetse n'andi mashusho n'ubundi buryo n'indi miterere y'inyandiko nyobozi. Summarizing vs synthesizing. Unlike summarizing and paraphrasing, which only uses one author's idea at a time, summarizing na paraphrasing bikoresha one author's idea at a time. Synthesizing combines ideas from more than one text or sources. Synthesizing allows you to combine information and ideas from multiple sources to develop and strengthen your arguments. Demonstrate what you have read widely or know the topic. Use and cite multiple sources. Synthesizing itwemerera gukora ibi bikurikira: guhuriza hamwe amakuru n'ibitekerezo bivuye ahantu hatandukanye, sources, ku masoko atandukanye, kugira tubashe kurema igitekerezo cyangwa inkuru yifitemo ububasha, yumvikana. Kindi, demonstrates what you have read widely. Irondora ibyo wasomye mu buryo bwagutse ugendeye ku nsanganyamatsiko ufite. Use and cite multiple sources. Ikoreshwa kandi ikanaboneza, igaha umwanya amasoko atandukanye aho yajya mu nyandiko yawe. How to synthesize. Ni gute noneho abantu ba synthesizinga, bahuza izo resources zikaza muri document imwe, multiple resources. Use the following steps to synthesize information from different sources. Use the following steps to synthesize information from different sources. Ukoresha izi ntambwe zikurikira mu guhuriza hamwe amakuru yawe avuye mu masoko atandukanye, mu nyandiko zitandukanye. Read relevant material. Soma zimwe mu nyandiko zifitanye isano n'ibikoresho byawe. Make a brief. Kora incamake. Genda wandika ingingo z'ingenzi. Using key points. Ukoresheje ingingo z'ingenzi cyangwa keywords. Utujambo tw'amayibukiro. This makes it easier to compare and contrast relevant information. Ibi rero bizatuma ukora ikintu kikorohera mu kugereranya no gushungura amakuru afitanye isano cyangwa kurema amakuru afite isano adafite ibitekerezo bihabanye. Identify common ideas. Rondora ibitekerezo byinshi, ibitekerezo rusange. Birondora. Cite or references. Tanga igihamya or the authors ku banditsi bose you have used. Abo wakoresheje, abo wifashishije bose berekane mu nyandiko yawe. Citing cyangwa referencing. Read relevant materials. Hano bari kutwereka uburyo ushobora gusoma ibintu bifitanye isano. Wenda turavuze ngo digital storytellings. Ikona turi kuyishaka muri Google Sendekia. Muri Google Sendekia tugiye gushakamo iyi nyandiko. Ushobora no gukoresha Google Scholar biterwa. Noneho ugenda ureba amakuru yawe watangiye twandika hano kaza ukareba. Kaza nanone ukareba. The educational uses digital storytellings. Kasoma kareba. Ugenda ureba abantu uko bagiye basura iyo nyandiko, kareba n'igihe imaze kugira ngo ubashe kureba inyandiko yakunzwe cyane, ikoreshe kandi umeze neza. Read sources from peer-reviewed journals and books. Ushobora gusoma inyandiko zivuye ahantu hatandukanye, mu binyamakuru, mu majournals atandukanye, no mu bitabo bize bitandukanye. Hano bari kugenda batwereka amajournals. Uraza ugasacinga journal yawe. Uri kubona ko turi kuri Elsevier. Uyu muntu nibo yahisemo kujya. Uraza hano ukajya kuri search, ugasacinga mu bwoko bw'ikintu ushaka. Murakoze cyane. Ubwo ko tukavuye tukaza hano. Naho tugiye kureba uburyo bwo gucitinga cyangwa kureferencing without Mendeley or endnotes. Gucitinga udakoresheje Mendeley cyangwa endnotes. Ibyo bita ama endnotes. Hano bari kugenda batwereka in text citation cyangwa reference. Kandi iyi citation ntabwo ari endnote bashyizeho cyangwa footnote. Ahubwo ni in text citation. Katurebe ni gute waciting ukoresheje ubu buryo. Ikintu cya mbere wita ukora, ujya kuri SCI often hub download articles kaka downloading, remove all barriers away in the way of science, open about idea communication, the notes kakare. Okay, lib begin is downloading books. Hano wadownloadingira ibitabo bitandukanye. Library Genesis, room, forum, download, upload, latest, others, topics, and so on. Library Genesis 2M, introducing the begin desktop application. Writer of solidarity, search in the begin SCI Tech scientific articles. Harimo utuntu tugiye dutandukanye ugenda ureba bitewe na field y'ubunyamwuga bwawe. Harimo amapublisher, umwaka wabikoreramo n'utundi dutandukanye. Finding a good resources, kumenya ukuntu noneho washaka igikoresho kiza. Good resources, ibikoresho byiza byo kwifashisha mu nyandiko yawe kandi ugakora ibintu bisobanutse. There is no shortcut to get the most useful books. Nta nzira ya bugufi yo kugira ngo ubone igitabo gikosotse kizira amakemwa. Or articles for your topics, cyangwa indi nyandiko yose yagufasha muri topic yawe. Nta shortcut ibaho. Nubwo wakoresha za chat GPT, ariko niba udafite logique ntabwo wanyuriye bugufi ngo uhite ubona ibintu bihura neza na topic yawe. The key is to read and regularly summarize. Nuko ngo inkingi ya mwamba n'ugusoma niryo banga. N'ugusoma bihoraho kandi ugakora inshamake. So we can see, bityo dushobora kureba the connection, itumanaho between articles or books. Tukareba itumanaho riri hagati y'ama article, y'ama chapters cyangwa za nyandiko hamwe n'ibitabo. Ese niyo sano iri hagati ya articles na books? Ibitabo n'izindi nyandiko nk'ibinyamakuru bitandukanira. Make a brief notes using key points. Kora inshamake ingingo z'ingenzi ukoresheje utuntu ingingo z'ingenzi zagufashije. This makes it easier to compare. Ibi rero bituma ubasha kugereranya no gukosora neza no kwiyumvisha neza amakuru afitanye isano. Urugero, dufite topic ivuga ngo English is the global world language. Icyongereza ni ururimi mpuzamahanga rukoreshwa ku isi yose. Akanote ka mbere. Text 1. Washington muri 2011. International language for business. Kona kambere. Kona kanote kambere. Kakabiri. Used for international forum. Example, UN. Koreshwa muri international forums. Urugero nka UN. Okay. As a second language in many countries. Kandi Icyongereza ni ururimi rwa kabiri mu bihugu byinshi. Yes. Text 2. uwo ni Watson ni Watson muri 2011. noneho text 2 inkuru ya kabiri Leu lui muri 2010. Lui muri 2010 we aragira ati used in worldwide technology, ikoreshwa muri tekinoloji mpuzamahanga yagutse. Computers key factor in spirit of English. Amatushi ya mudasobwa afite inyuguti zanditse mu Cyongereza. Internationalization of education. Internationalization of education. Yes, internationalization of education. Text 3 inkuru ya gatatu tugendeye kuri Hana muri 2009. Small number of speakers worldwide, umubare mutoya w'abavuga ururimi ku isi. Importance of English linked to us. Power. Example, political. Ngo umumaro w'icyongereza utubumbira hamwe mu mbaraga zidasanzwe. Tubumbira hamwe mu mbaraga zidasanzwe. Urugero bivuze politique. More people speak Chinese worldwide. Abantu benshi bavuga Igishinwa ku mugabane w'isi. Tugahita tureba text 4 tugendeye kuri Dawidi muri 2011. Minority of speakers in world. Chinese dominates especially in future. English will decline in future. Mu gihe kizaza Icyongereza kizagwabira, kizarandurwa. Igishinwa uko girushaho kugenda cyinjira cyane mu hazaza, Icyongereza kizagira gute? Kizagwabira. Minority of speakers in the world. Okay. Writing a sentences from notes. Look at your notes and identify similar and contradictory arguments. Group these together to develop or support your arguments. Cite references appropriately. Supporting ideas of Watson and Louis. Supporting the contention that English is a dominant world language. Watson 2011. And Louis 2010. Point out. Okay. Point out is important as the medium of international communication in a business, technology, and other global forums. However, other Others argue that despite its apparent dominance, English is not a global language when the number of native speakers of other languages, example, Chinese, are considered by Hana 2009 semicolon Dewitt 2011. Okay, weaving together similar ideas that contradict the previous statements. Reference citations. Example. In the example below, notice the way the writer has organized and referenced the information from multiple sources. Several authors' idea on extroversion are grouped in a pink, and the other authors' idea on introversion are grouped in a blue. Reference are in orange. Orange, green. Task 1. Note taking. Okay. Hedging in academic writing. Hedging in academic writing. Hedging in academic writing. Purpose. Express hesitation or uncertainty, demonstrate politeness and indirectness. Hedging language. Believe, assume, suggest, seem, tend, look like, appear to be, think, possibly, perhaps, conceivably, could, may, might. It could be the case that, it might be suggested that, there is every hope that, it is. Hedging. Weissman suggested that polar bears hibernate, presumably to conserve the fat in their body. No, hedging. Weissman found what polar bears hibernate to conserve fat in their body. Wish to learn more about writing scientific names in your manuscript? Visit inago.com. Academy now. Inago, Twitter, Facebook, Inago Academy, inago.com Academy, inago.com app, Play Store. Hedging and non-hedging. James and Carey, 2001, found that Using creative teaching practices improve the students' motivations. Number 1. James and Carey suggested that using creative teaching practices improve students' motivation. Why use hedging? People use hedged language for several different purposes, but perhaps the most fundamental are the following. Number 1. Hedging used to minimize the possibility of another academic opposing the claims that are being made. Number 2. To conform to the current 3 accepted this title of the academic rating. Number 3. Hedging enables the author to devise a politeness strategy where they are about to acknowledge that there are maybe flaws in their claims. Introductory verbs. Introductory verbs. Introductory verbs. Example: seems, tend. Seem, tend, look like, appear to be, think, breathe, adopt, be sure, indicate, suggest. Certain lexical verbs. Certain lexical verbs. Example: breathe, believe, assume, suggest. Modal adverbs. Modal adverbs. Possibly, perhaps. Possibly, perhaps. Conceivably. That closes. Example: it could be the case that. It might be suggested that. There is every hope that. Proofreading. And proofreading, what is proofreading? Add a title. We hope you are aware. Although it seems like there had been a radical shift in the focus of the teaching and learning process where creatives were given more rooms. Proofreading where the government through the use of multiple choice. Proofreading, multiple choice. Multiple choices was multiple choices. Tests. Okay. The students to graduate from their high school in 2013. Okay, those are the power of proofreading. Instead using were, use a was. Multiple choice. Multiple choice. Add the hyphen. Add the hyphen. Multiple hyphen, choice or minus. Okay. Remove the comma. Okay. Those are the proofreading. Was multiple choices, use hyphen, remove comma behind of 3. Those are the proofreading. Proofreading, in summary, is the way to correct your writing. Use a grammar and spelling to write the corrected texts. Thank you. Proofreading. Transitional words. Use these transitions strategically by strategically by making sure that the word or phrase you are choosing matches the logic of the relationship you are emphasizing or the connection you are making. All of these words and phrases have different meanings, nuances, and connotations. So, before using a particular transitional word in your paper, be sure you understand its meaning and usage completely, and be sure that it is the right match for your paper's logic. Use these transitional words and phrases sparingly, because if you use too much of them, your readers might feel like you are over-explaining connections that you are already clear. Transitional words. Try to make a few. Choose matches logic of the relationship you are emphasizing or connection you are making. Okay, causation, connecting instigators to consequences accordingly, consequently, since as a result, for that reason, therefore, and so, hence, thus, because, on account of. Chronology, connecting what issues in regard of when they occur, after, later, soon, afterwards, never, subsequently, always, next, then, at length, now, this time, during, once, until now, earlier, simultaneously, when, flowing, so far, whenever, immediately, sometimes, while, in the meantime. Those are the transitional words, examples. Combinations, lists, connecting numerous events. Part or whole, connecting numerous elements that makes up something bigger. Additionally, finally, last, lastly, again, first, firstly, moreover, else, further, next, and, or, not, furthermore, second, secondary, etc. As a result, in addition to, besides, in the first place, even more, in the second place. Contrasts, connecting two things by focusing on their differences. After all, despite, on the contrary, although, however, on the other hand, and yet, in contrast, otherwise, at the same time, nevertheless, thought, but, nonetheless, yet. Example, connecting a general idea to a particular instance of this idea. As an illustration, for example, to demonstrate an example from a Latin abbreviation for example, for instance, especially, that is, to illustrate. Importance, connecting what is a creature to what is more inconsequential. Chiefly, foundationally, of less importance, critically, most importantly, primarily. Location, connecting elements according to where they are placed in a relationship to each other. Above, centrally, opposite to, adjacent to, here, peripherally, below, nearby, there, beyond, neighboring on, whether. Similarity, connecting things by suggesting that they are in some way alike. By the same token, in the similar fashion, likewise, in like a manner, here, whether, in the same way. Other kinds of transitional words and phrases classification. It means from a Latin abbreviation for that is to say, in other words, to clarify, to explain, to put it another way, to rephrase it. Conclusion, finally, lastly, in conclusion, in the end, to conclude. The purpose, for this purpose, in order that, so that, to that end, to this end, summary, in a brief, in a sum, in a summary, in a short, to sum up, to summarize. Those are the keywords used to start. If you want to summarize in a brief, in a sum, in a summary, to sum up, in a short, to summarize. When to use a passive sentences? Passive sentences serves two purposes. Number one, the writers don't know the doyer. The writer wants to hide the doyer. The writers emphasize the actions, not the doyer. Those are two. Finding the best journal to the publish. Finding the best journal to publish your papers. Journal finder. Find the journal. Journal finder. 80 Find the journals. Enter paper title here. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. This is the end. God bless you. So much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.